Picture this. It's the night before your big assignment is due. It's 11 p.m. and you're staring at nothing but a blank dot with a title. You haven't started. You procrastinated, and now the panic and anxiety start to set in. It all seems so hopeless. So, instead of starting to type, you open up ChatGPT and you say, write me a 5-paragraph essay on Romeo and Juliet, and boom, within seconds, it's there. Now, let's be honest. How many of you would feel tempted just to hit copy and paste and call it a night? As students today, we are navigating an educational landscape unlike any other that came before. AI tools like ChatGPT offer us endless answers, instant explanations, and so many shortcuts. And while that all sounds promising, it's also complex. Are these tools helping us become smarter, or are they making us feel lazy? Are they expanding our learning, or are they just making it easier to get by without doing the work? I remember the first time I heard of ChatGPT. It was on TikTok. It was described to me as Siri on steroids. I was intrigued, so I opened up my laptop, went to the site crashed, and I forgot about it. A few days later, I was sitting in my English class, talking to the kid sitting beside me about the length of the new assignment. He laughed, then pulled up what was, at the time, a little-known website called ChatGPT. Within seconds, it had written his entire assignment for him. He then submitted it without even checking. A few days later, I assumed he got caught, so I checked in with him. I asked, was the teacher mad? To my surprise, he looked at me, smiled, and said, no, I got a 97. In that moment, it became clear to me that we were stepping into a new era of education, one shaped by the rapid evolution of AI technology. Within 2 months of launch, over 100 million people started using ChatGPT, the fastest adoption of a tech tool in human history. KPMG finds that 6 in 10 students now admit to using generative artificial intelligence for this whole work. While most say it has improved the quality of their assignments and helped them with exams, 2/3 admit they are not learning or retaining as much knowledge as they were before. To be fair, teachers have access to AI detectors like GPT-0 and Turnitin, but they're caught in a vicious cycle. When the AI cheating methods evolve, the detectors slowly catch up, and the process repeats and repeats continuously. It's a cat-and-mouse game. To what end? Now, this AI use could work to simply get by, but is that what we want as students? We could sit back and pretend this is helping us, or we could discover how to thrive and truly prepare ourselves for the future. Inevitably, some people may want to take the easy way out. It's natural to take the easiest path. But to put it simply, the majority of students are using AI in a way that does more harm than good. But the blame isn't entirely on the students, though, as the school curriculum is currently not doing much to help utilize AI's full potential. So what needs to change? What needs to happen in order to reach that full potential? What I propose to you today is a solution that ends that cycle of cheating and fraud and, at the same time, prepares students for that inevitable AI entry into the workplace. Firstly, schools need to embrace the AI-focused curriculum, not hide from it. 2 years ago, I had a math assignment in which we had a long problem with multiple steps and complex formulas. First, we had to solve it by hand. Then, we had to use ChatGPT to solve it and compare the results. We need more assignments like this that encourage students to analyze, critique, and refine AI-generated content. For example, instead of simply writing an essay, students can use AI to draft an outline, challenge initial ideas, and get a starting point. And yes, AI can sometimes be wrong or biased, so this works around that by building critical thinking skills and teaches students the benefits of making AI a collaborator, rather than just a shortcut. Secondly, we need a full school board-wide integration of AI-based tutor tools. There are tools like Kamigo by Khan Academy or TutorOcean, which, unlike general-purpose AI like ChatGPT or Gemini, act directly as a tutor or a teaching assistant, with an outright ban on just giving students the answer. It guides them to the right answer or the right words for the question, but doesn't write it for them. Its focus isn't on replacing traditional learning methods, but on enhancing them, while fostering meaningful, personalized growth for the student and the educational content. In a class with a 25-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, getting individual help takes time. But AI tools can directly help bridge this gap. It's also been shown to reduce school operational costs, with implementations costing as little as $20 per student. To put that in perspective, the TDSB currently spends $13,200 per student. Teachers also benefit, potentially claiming up to 13 hours per week by automating administrative tasks. And third, we need to prepare students for an AI-based workplace. Imagine what the average workplace is going to look like in 10 years. AI has only been mainstream for just a few years and has already revolutionized industries, replaced jobs, and streamlined tasks that would have previously taken hours. In finance, AI automates things like data analysis and fraud detection. In customer service, AI chatbots handle their questions, even though he's dealing with them. Even in more complicated fields, like marketing and medicine, AI handles things like customer analysis and even diagnosing patients. This shows that AI is not going anywhere. It's only going to become more embedded, more advanced, and more essential to nearly every industry and nearly every job. Companies are already hiring employees who know how to use AI efficiently. In the near future, being AI literate won't be optional. It'll be as fundamental as knowing how to use a computer today. Microsoft finds 66% of hiring managers now require AI skill for all new hires, and 7 in 10 say they would hire a less experienced candidate with more AI skill than a more experienced one without. This is why AI integrated curriculum is so crucial. When students learn to analyze, critique, and refine AI-generated content, they're developing skills that go far, far beyond the classroom. They're learning how to ask the right questions, how to evaluate the quality of information, and how to collaborate with tech in a way that amplifies their own abilities. These students will be guided by AI, but ultimately driven by their own curiosity and effort. By integrating AI into education, we're not just teaching students how to survive in an AI-driven world, we're teaching them how to thrive. We're prepping them to be the innovators, the leaders, and the problem solvers of tomorrow. So, where does this leave us? We can continue to resist AI and treat it as a threat, or we can discover how to thrive and truly prepare ourselves for the future. In conclusion, we have to take 3 key steps. 1, integrate AI tools into schools to provide personalized support for each and every student. 2, we need to reduce AI-based cheating in schools by showing students the benefits of making AI a collaborator rather than just a shortcut. And 3, we need to prepare students for that inevitable AI-based workplace by teaching them essential AI literacy skills in school. Now, let's go back to that moment, the night before your big assignment's due, staring at a blank doc, debating whether or not to let AI cheat on you. Sure, you could give in and try to cheat with AI, but what if you use it as a tool instead? Ask for different perspectives, ask for an outline, ask to challenge your logic. Suddenly, the perspective shifts. It's not just about getting the assignment done anymore, it's about understanding why the topic of your essay still matters. And that was done because of AI. I believe that education has been, and it always will be, about adapting to new technologies. From the printing press to the internet, AI is just the next step. And if we use it properly, we shift from cheating to collaboration, from shortcuts to skill building, from viewing the future to shaping it. And if all that happens, we won't just be learning in the age of AI, we'll be leading it. Thank you.